All right, guys, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Hot Seat, your Thursday night addiction, and now sponsored by Uncle Steve Shake. Put that stuff on everything, guys. We have our first official show sponsor, and we're so excited about it. We've got Uncle Steve swag for days over here. It was natural for us to partner up with Uncle Steve. We've been working with him for a long time. We actually helped develop some of his recipes. It's all good. So halfway through the show, we're going to be doing a giveaway for some of Uncle Steve's shake. So make sure you guys are paying attention to the questions, all right? You know how we do, all right? So, Big Daddy Dutch Barbecue. Kent, say hi to the people, brother.
Welcome, everybody. Hey, let's I mentioned this to CJ in the pre-show. This is the first time we have had two ladies together on the show, unless you count Josh and Babe. So,
yeah, Josh is a liquor. That's true.
Yeah, all right. He's a liquor. All right, let me tell you. So, welcome, Maddie, Kiki. It's great to finally meet you guys and get you on the show. So
we're so happy to be here. It's 9 o'clock our time, so we just have to show you guys we're wearing pajama pants underneath our shirts. We had to, guys. We're normally in bed by like 8:30 tops. We're very like early to bed, early to rise kind of girls, but we wanted to stay up late just for you. We did it for you guys. We're so happy to be here.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for being willing to stay up past your bedtime. We ask a lot of people, because we have a lot of East Coasters that watch the show, and we ask a lot of them to stay up past their bedtime. So can I turn their volume up? Guys, you don't have a microphone that hooks up to your deal, do you?
No, we don't. Do you want us to turn ourselves up?
I don't know if that really works.
Yeah, I don't think that does it.
Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Turn up your volumes a little bit. You'll be fine.
We'll turn it up naturally.
Yeah, they'll start yelling eventually, so don't worry. All right. Before I get to you guys, and I will get to you guys, I want to say hi to the people in the chat. I'm seeing Larry in there, Woodchuck, Zach, how you doing, brother? Madwood Barbecue, the Dawgfatha himself, the Dawgfatha's Barbecue, Comparison Cooking, Miss Booger's in there. Who else? Stephen and Jacqueline, Claudia McGuire, how you doing, Miss Mags? Sweet Lou's Barbecue, Keith Bettag is always keeping score. Barton's Barbecue, Smokeworks, Big Rob D's in the house. Tom's Food Factory. Let's see, my brother Tony Volkman's in the chat. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? You know it's good when the family shows up. That's good stuff right there. All right, Delaney and Wally, how you doing? Pickles Barbecue, GT, Grill Sergeant, Kyle's in the chat. Let's see here, Suburban Barbecue, Jim EQ, Tim Cameron, Mike 305, Ricky Foods is in there. What's up, man? Let's see here. Who else? Josh and Babe, we already said hi to them. Backwoods Gourmet Channel. What's up, Scott? View to a Grill. How you doing, buddy? Gene is in there. Madwood Barbecue, Suburban Barbecue. I just said you. Sorry. James from Raymond McClaim of Smokers. Chicken Fried Barbecues in the house. We're bringing out all the heavy hitters in the barbecue industry just to see you guys, because they're not here to see us for sure. Who else? The New England Pitmasters. What's up, Greg? How you doing, buddy?
Hi, guys. I love it. There's so many familiar faces. Well, not familiar faces, but it seems like it. I wish we could see you all, but I love that there's so many names that we recognize in the group here.
I'm telling you. All right, so our sponsor, Uncle Steve Shake, is in the chat. I saw your Facebook earlier. His daughter looks like she broke both of her legs today.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so Uncle Steve, dude, praying for the poor baby, dude. But I appreciate you being here. Hope she's watching. I got a chance to meet Uncle Steven when we were in Texas, and I met all his wonderful little daughters. He has 3 daughters. Very sweet. So, man, prayers for you, buddy. All right, James is in there, man. Give your little girl a hug and kiss for us, please. All right. So I think if I haven't got to you guys, I will come back definitely. Maddie, Kiki, say hi to the people, introduce each other so they know who you are, and just say hi.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having us on the show, CJ. So in case anybody doesn't know who we are, I'm Kiki. This is my sister, Maddie. We're not twins, but we get that all the time. So if you can't...
We do get it all the time. At least even just walking out in the community, people are always thinking that we're twins. We get it at least twice a day.
So if you get confused as to who's who, don't feel bad.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something about my voice. That's always her opportunity to be like, this one's more high-pitched.
You got to call a spade, guys.
I can't deny it, really.
All right. Kent, I'm going to read that super chat right there. Smoking Joe's Pit BBQ said, these beautiful ladies make me feel like dancing. So he took your line and gave it to you. So. All right, guys, if you don't know, when they do their taste test at the end, it's so good it makes me feel like dancing. So it makes me want to dance, but I don't want to lose subscribers. So I won't do that. Let's see, the Kettle Cookers. What's up, Mike?
I'm so happy that people know it.
Yeah, you're getting big. You're getting big. And now you've hit the big time. You're on the hot seat. So there you go. All right, guys. So if you haven't already subscribed to Maddie and Kiki, the link is under in the show description. Make sure you click on it and get there. The moderators I've seen them put your Facebook group in there or your Facebook page in there. And I believe Instagram will be put in there too. So Steven and Jacqueline are on top of that one. But guys, make sure you subscribe big time. You'll be entertained. They're putting out great stuff. Instagram veterans new to YouTube, right? So we're gonna make them feel welcome and part of the community. All right. So Maddie and Kiki, are you ready to answer these hard-hitting questions? This deep dive.
Let's do it.
I think we're ready,
We're
CJ.
ready to dive deep, CJ.
All right. So where do you live? Where are you from? Where do you reside? That's the hardest question you're gonna get.
Okay, well, we're both from Oshawa in Canada, so it's near Toronto. But believe it or not, everybody thinks that we live together, but we don't. No. I still live in Oshawa. Kiki lives on a farm in Port Hope. She's become a farm country girl.
It's about an hour away from Maddie, so it's kind of difficult, but we still see each other every day, so that's nice.
That's crazy. So is the barn where you guys have your studio, is that at Kiki's house?
Yeah, it is. We converted a drive shed, actually, that's from 1940. And we changed it. We renovated it completely to turn
literally
it into
by hand.
It was like our blood, sweat, and tears went into renovating the drive shed into the grill studio. And so it takes an hour to drive to each other. But like I said, Maddie comes to me some days. I come all the way out here. But we love it up.
That's awesome. I see it and I'm jealous of it. You guys have a great setup for sure. I had to kick my son out to have my own little studio here. It's his bed's still right there too. Let's see here.
You have a pretty sweet setup over there too.
We try. Dude, Kent has the man cave to beat all man caves. They have flags behind him. He's celebrating Canadian whiskey right behind you. He's got his Crown Royal.
I love that. That's awesome.
So I choose I choose Pendleton for my Canadian whiskey. So. All right, a couple more people. Daryl Smith's watching on Facebook. Bad Beast Barbecue, what's up, man? See, a couple more people jumping in. Carry on, Jeff and John. What's up, John? Appreciate it. He's watching all the way from the UK, so that's awesome, guys. Real quick, I forgot to do something before we go to the next questions. Kent, we didn't set the super chat price.
No, and you didn't put icons up on the bottom of the screen either.
It was the only icon I copy was their pictures. So like I don't want to have their picture next to themselves. That would be awkward. So
guys, get it together.
get off my back.
Well, I thought you had the one that kind of looks like this flag that goes down there in the bottom corner.
I didn't make that. Sorry, Steve.
God, you are so fired.
He's got enough Uncle Steve's swag around here that he knows he's sponsoring good. Go ahead.
Well, we've already had 4 super shots put in there.
We have?
Yeah, 2 for 20.
21.
1 for 5, 1 for 2. So let's go 25 tonight, but we'll honor Rye and Whoever put the
Kyle,
second one.
Kyle. All right,
Remember.
cheers, boys and girls. Sorry, this is part of the job. We don't want to do it, but we're going to do it. We do it. We do it for them, the people.
Nice job. Very nice job. You gotta do it for the job.
I don't do it for myself. I get no pleasure out of this at all.
None. Zero.
So, Cooking with Rye put one in there, and he said, I'm supposed to dance because we just talked about your dancing.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to lose subscribers, so we're not going to.
Rye, hold on. Rye, there's one other problem. He's in a residential house. He's not in a commercial building, so I'm not sure the floor is going to support it.
Oh, see, that's just mean. That's just mean, man. See what this is? I was telling you before. This is what I deal with every constant
You
braiding.
guys have a good dynamic. I love like the married couple dynamic here.
I'm ready for a divorce. Anyway, a couple more people jumped in the chat. Rick's in there. Carrie's in there. VA Barbecue Chick. Johnny Maggs from Pit Life Barbecue, which you guys just talked to. He's in the chat. He said, my girls are in there. What's up? That's cool. Yeah, see? I'm telling you. People are loving you and bringing you into the community for real. So
This has been, I don't know about you guys, like since we are new to YouTube, we're familiar with the Instagram community.
right.
And I feel like it's very similar. YouTube, it's all a very welcoming community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And everybody has been really good. I mean, Kent and I talk about it all the time that in all truthfulness, we do this for the community. It's not about, like we love being a part of this, so that's why we do it. So it's a good time. I know I'm seeing tons of questions come by, so Kent, hopefully you're paying attention.
Well, you got Scott from Backwoods Gourmet addressed one to you, so I will allow you to read it.
He allowed me to read it, guys. This is a big deal. He's very possessive about his chat.
Is he? Okay.
Oh.
He's being nice and polite tonight, maybe because we're here.
Maybe.
I think he's on his best behavior because of you guys.
I ain't had enough drink yet, ladies. That's the problem.
That's it right there. All right. So Scott asked, ask him how I get a Weber sponsorship. Been using their stuff for 11 years. You'll have to, I don't know. How do they get a Weber sponsorship?
That's like one of our biggest questions that we get asked.
Yeah. We get asked that all the time.
All right.
Can I answer
Is
that?
that to us? The answer?
Yeah, that's you guys. It's not them. I'm not sponsored. Go for it.
So we always tell people, if people are wondering how we got to work with Weber, we always just tell people that everybody's path is different. You can't look at someone else's path and think like, okay, well, I'm going to do what they did and I'm going to get to work with a barbecue brand.
Yeah, like we entered a rib competition a couple years ago, and we were the only women, which that's unfortunately, that is typical of the competitions, especially in our area. We were the only women, so that made us stand out, and they were so shocked and like they saw the food that we were pumping out and they were like, who the heck are these girls? So we developed a relationship with them. They're in our neck of the woods. We didn't know that the Weber headquarters in Canada is literally like a 45-minute drive down the street from us. So the relationship just started building from there. So everyone's path is different, and we wish we could just say we did this to get that. We can't say that though.
All good. All right, so
and also, CJ, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. These shirts are not for sale. Okay, we have to earn these shirts.
Yeah, that's another question we get all the time. Is people will be like, "Oh, how do I get a fan shirt?" Well, like that's not. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it says Weber Certified Expert because we earned it.
That's awesome. I mean, hey, I would love to get one of them shirts, but I don't think they fit. I'm a bit big, but the ladies in the chat might love them for sure. All right, a couple more people jumped in the chat. Behind the Garage Barbecue, what's up, Craig? Justin from Harmon Heat. Yes, it's Mario. Saw Sarah's in there. Cooking with James. What's up, James? How you doing, buddy? Laura's in there. Barton's Bart. I said I am. Yeah, see her. Cooking with James. We haven't talked to you in a while. See her. Smoking Joe said he's a Yoder certified expert. No, there you go.
Very
Yoder
nice.
certified.
Very, very nice. Those are nice.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed. All right. So, Dano's Pit Patio, how you doing, brother? All right. Next question. Usually this is when I ask, what do you do besides YouTube creator extraordinaire? But I believe being an influencer and Instagram and YouTube, that's your full-time gig, right?
Yeah, it is our full-time gig. So we're not just on social media doing social media work all the time. We do a lot of offline work as well. So Maddie and I just are pretty much always scheduling a new media tour where we travel around Canada and barbecue basically everywhere.
Yeah, we actually developed and created our grill studio specifically to teach classes. We had a lot of fun developing it, making it to teach barbecue classes. But especially now with this whole COVID thing, like we've had to stop a lot of what we do on a regular basis, and we've gone more digital, more online. And it's been cool so far. The world is changing, and we're all learning to do things in different ways.
Like I never thought we would do a cross Canada Skype media tour, which is what we're doing now. And it's so weird, but it's so cool because we're literally it's so much easier than having to lug grills up to TV stations like we had in the past.
Yeah,
right.
And charcoal like up to TV stations at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Oh man, that's got to be insane.
It's a lot of fun. We do miss it, but it is cool not having to know the different time zones and that kind of thing. Right.
So what is your favorite part of doing those media tours and all that?
Well, that's a good question. I think our favorite part, is for me personally, I don't know if it's the same answer as you, honey, but my favorite part is being on the road with you.
Yeah, I know. It's so true. We love just hitting the open road. Not so much the flying part of it, but we love just driving around, having the back of our vehicle packed up with grills, packed up with food, and just going around and promoting barbecue and getting people interested in barbecue, inspiring the next generation to get interested in barbecue. Like, we are all about that.
You know, it just feels so crazy that we just get to do that as our job.
Yeah, like whenever we're in the road, we're like, how is this a job? This is a dream job.
It's like a sister's road trip, but paid.
Yeah.
That's funny. Very cool. All right. So obviously you spent a bunch of time with your Instagram and all that, but what made you transfer over or try to convert over to you doing the YouTube videos and whatnot?
Well, we really like the idea of teaching people. And so now, since we can't do that in person, everybody goes to YouTube to learn. So we're like, instead of doing it in person, we also do a lot of live demonstrations at different home shows and that kind of thing. Those were all canceled this year. So all of our gigs for that got canceled. So we were like, why aren't we doing YouTube yet? We used to do YouTube a couple years ago, but now in this capacity, we're having so much fun so far with it, and just teaching people and getting out there. It's been awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people had messaged us after our like live performances and our classes had been canceled and said like, okay, can we still get the recipe? Can we still get that hands-on experience? And so we were like, you know what? This is our opportunity to really take something negative and turn it into a positive and just bump up our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
right on.
It's been fun.
Yeah, and you guys are growing, nice pace. You guys are doing good things. I noticed that you guys tend to do a lot of different kind of cooks in your grills, and like it's not just the normal proteins of like throwing ribs on a grill or whatever. What are your inspirations, or how do you find your inspiration for these videos that are not straight barbecue style food?
CJ, no wonder you're so popular and lots of people are tuning in because you have good questions. Okay?
Good question.
Very good questions.
Dutch, take note, Dutch. Hey, someone record that stuff. Come on now.
But yeah, I'd say this might be a simple answer, but we're inspired by what we want to eat.
Oh, hey, there you go.
And we just that's sort of always been our journey through barbecue, is that while we love the classic barbecue favorites that everybody learns on the barbecue and learns to master on the barbecue as they get going, we like to challenge ourselves and what our grills can do by doing things that are outside the box, that aren't just your standard brisket, ribs, smoked chicken, all that kind of stuff.
Well, I tell you what, that's kind of what I've been doing with that indoor grill that I do a lot of my videos on, is trying to do the backyard barbecue stuff on the inside. So it does help get your creativity going and getting getting a little fired up about being a little creative with things. So that's cool. And I'm with you. I'm with you about cooking what you want to eat too. I mean, why are you pin flipping?
HR requested it.
Oh, okay. We besides Kent, we also have an HR member that's in the chat right now. He makes sure that we're on the up and up. So from Facebook, we have Ryan Newland, the owner of Backline Smokers, who I just happened to grab his T-shirt today. Not sponsored, Ryan. You're not sponsored until I get a grill. All right, Ryan. Looking at you. And Dutch too. Dutch needs a grill too. I had a chance to meet Ryan from Backline Smokers in Austin this year. Great dude, Southern California boy that transferred out there or transplanted, moved up, whatever. And he makes these huge barbecue pits, beautiful barbecue pits, just way too much for a backyard cook like myself. But Dutch over there, he's a big time comp barbecuer. So you're saying that COVID hit you guys pretty hard with your media tours and your home shows and all that, but a lot of the people in the chat are comp guys. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. They're competition cooks, and they've been hit pretty hard with it because a lot of the COVID things shut down their competitions. Except Chicken Fried Barbecue, he does a lot of comps still. Go ahead. I see that face.
Number 3, IBCA points for the state of Texas. Bill Purvis, Sir William, Chicken Fried Barbecue.
Chicken Fried Barbecue. Number 3.
Gabby for only doing it for 3 years for the state of Texas.
He's doing awesome.
Congrats, Bill.
Yep. Good job, Bill. We got let's see, Kevin's in the chat from New England Pitmasters. They're hoping to have one soon. See here, 4 Seasons Barbecue, GT's Barbecue Gary. These ladies do some amazing cooks. He wants us to do a shot for you. Cheers.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Appreciate you, brother.
GT, what's happening, brother?
GT, how you doing, brother, man? Good to see you. Let's see here. Emma McClammon Smokers. He's also a big comp guy for sure. James, brother James, how you doing, buddy?
Definitely.
All right. I guess I'm asking too many good questions, so I'm going to go back to my bad questions. All right. Let's see here. We have a person in the chat that watches all of our shows, and I actually haven't seen him tonight, but he has a lifetime question with us, okay?
All right, let's hear it.
His question is, what's your favorite music, bands? Did you play any instruments, any of that stuff? He's a big music guy.
Oh, I like that. I like that question too. Very good question.
We all probably have the same answer. So you go first. You go with yours first.
I'm an 80s girl. I love 80s rock. I love 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s even. I love Aerosmith.
Nice.
I love that too.
Yeah, so do I, but I'm still going to have to go with my favorite band of all time. You know what it is.
The Ramones.
Thank you very much. The Ramones are the greatest band of all time.
Better than Aerosmith. No,
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't think so. They're living legends. They're living legends.
Okay, so
CJ's like, what did I just start here?
someone put in the chat, not JT. Okay. I am waiting for the day a guest actually says Justin Timberlake. Yeah, I'm waiting
On the damn plug.
Why?
because Justin Timberlake is God. Hello. Yeah, you bet you didn't think you'd see that out of me. No. Anyway.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, dude, I love me some Justin Timberlake. It's true.
He's all right. He's all right.
It's
No choice, but okay.
I know. I was CJ. I was totally not picturing that.
My CJ's gonna choose some Alan Jackson.
No, I love. Hey, listen, I love country music as much as the next guy. I even got my cowboy hat right there. But
Nice.
when it comes to Justin Timberlake,
I think that's awesome.
yeah. And Ryan said when he was out here, the Backline Smokers owner, when he was out here, he was working in LA and doing. He did the tours with some of these, some of big bands like Lady Gaga, and he said he did one with Justin Timberlake, and he said he likes his music. So Ryan, you're all right in my book, buddy. See, Dawgfatha says cooking with CJ, loves boy bands. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean,
So
we all
what's
have our
happening
things.
Boy
There's
bands
nothing
are
wrong
our
with that.
generation, so we're cool with it too.
Yeah, we are cool with it, but I wouldn't say it was our top, but yeah, that was totally our generation.
All right, cool. All right, see, cooking with CJ loves Prince and has his pants with the ass cut out. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it. So, all right, so Dutch, are you finally ready to get to work, man?
No.
All right, cool. Next question. Can you freaking do something tonight, man? Besides drink?
Working over here.
You're working hard? Got it. All right, man. Ask your questions. There's a ton of them there.
Since you interrupted my break. No.
But Rob D says, I love Tony. It's true. I mean, who doesn't love Tony? I mean,
There's some eclectic music taste in this group.
I'm telling you. Dawgfatha just loves boys. Hey, that was from Ryan, not me. Ryan, you and Alton need to talk, man. All right, kid. Sorry. You know how I go. You know, it happens sometimes.
Yeah. After 2 years, I'm pretty much used to it. All right. I'm going to ask this one first because it's like 3 paragraphs long.
All right, let's hear
And
it.
CJ hasn't even, I don't think he said this guy's name yet because when he does, he butchers it.
Lou Calamides. What's
Yeah.
up, sweet Lou?
Sweet Lou's Barbecue says, Kiki, when you were on Fire Masters, did you come up with those ideas on the fly or did you have time to prep?
Good question.
Wait, it goes on.
Wait, there's more.
I told you, this is a long one.
Okay.
I get carpal tunnel trying to write it down. Let's see. How did you get on the show? And did Maddie help prep? And it says, love the channel, ladies.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Sweet. This group.
Very, very good questions. So first and foremost, they gave us a very short amount of time to prep. So we got like a short walkthrough of the kitchen. They showed us the fridge where they had all the proteins. They showed us like the pantry and the fresh vegetables and stuff like that. But for the most part, it was on the fly. And it was very realistic. Like a lot of the times people think that TV is manufactured, but it is very real.
If
So
you have 20 minutes, you have 20 minutes.
absolutely. And there's a timer there that's going. So it's not like it's like, oh, this mysterious time. Like you have the amount of time that they give you. And sorry, what was the next question? I forgot. That was a very long-winded one.
I forget to.
The next part was how did you get on the show?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? That's a good question. I don't really remember how. I think they might have found us through Instagram.
Because it was a Canadian production. So it was local people, I guess, looking online and like seeing who would be right for the show.
Yeah, so we were contacted about being on the show, and it was a lot of fun. I will also say that it was one of the most stressful experiences that I've ever gone through because since it is such a long day, and I made it to the last round, they make it so like you're literally just cooking back to back, new ideas, new ingredients. Like it was super, super stressful. And yes, Maddie was there every step of the way. She came with me. So it was shot in Hamilton, was it?
Yeah.
And Maddie came with me. We stayed overnight. She made me this like little dinner. I came back to the hotel room. She was there in her little jammy jams. Had a dinner all ready to go for me. So we don't do anything apart.
No, we do everything together. They could only take one of us. So Kiki represented for us. We were all so proud of her. She got robbed. She should have won.
Oh.
But it's not about winning. It's about learning and growing. And it was still one of the best experiences that you've ever had.
That was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Right. That sounds like a trip and a half right there.
It
Got
was,
it, yeah.
as soon as I saw the wild turkey pate, I don't know. I'm a hunter. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I hunt in Ontario here. And so as soon as I saw the wild turkey liver, I just knew I had to go in the pate direction to start. So that kind of kicked it off.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man. That's awesome.
All right. Next one comes from Jim at Suburban Barbecue, the gentleman with 25,000 subscribers and no videos. I might be exaggerating a little. I think he's close to 500 though, and he has yet to put out a video.
How is that possible?
Probably because he's part of this group, right?
Yeah, I've had a chance to hang out with him, meet him, and he's a great dude. But he just ain't putting anything on his channel. Great supporter though. I mean,
sometimes that's what it's all about. People like that make the community. It's that's so. I actually think that's so awesome.
All right, go ahead.
Jim's a good guy. So he wants to know, ladies, what I already know the answer to this, but what is your opinion of the Weber smoke fire?
That's another question we get asked all the time. But
Right.
if you guys do know our channel, we cook on it all the time. So we actually got into barbecue because we love our charcoal. We are charcoal girls. We were raised off charcoal.
Yes.
And then we started getting into gas grilling. And then we got an electric grill. Now we have the pellet, and we're glad that we're part of the pellet community now.
We had never cooked on a pellet grill before. It was all very new to us, and now we're kind of in the trenches with that grill, testing it out, doing new recipes on it all the time. And we always say there is a place for every single grill in the yard. So if you want to get into barbecue and you want to become a master, we suggest starting on charcoal, because then you can learn the ins and outs of fire and how all that works with lump or briquettes or that sort of thing. But if you have a family, and we always say, if you have kids in soccer and you're busy all weekend and you want to come home to a good brisket, but you don't want to learn the technique behind a good brisket, the smoke fire is for you.
Yeah, it's a set it and forget it type of machine, which is very appealing to a lot of people.
Like literally anybody could use the smoke fire and create some incredible barbecue. It's like foolproof, absolutely foolproof.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll be controversial with it. A lot of people we know have had issues with it. Did you guys find yourself having any issues with flare-ups or fires or anything like that?
No, I don't really. We know obviously there's controversy behind it. We know people experience different things than us, but we have yet to have that. We always clean our grills out. We make sure that the ash pan's out. There's no grease in the bottom of it. We love a clean grill. So we haven't yet to experience those issues.
Yeah, I think if you're
hopefully, knock on wood, we never do.
Yeah, right.
Your grill with respect and treating it properly, then you shouldn't have any of those issues. But we're also not there with everybody. We don't know how. Are you using a pan underneath?
Yeah. Have you grilled before? Is this your first experience with a grill? Like,
right.
You gotta know what you're doing before you turn that thing on.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of these guys are big time barbecuers that had issues, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Justin, that baby back maniac had a problem with his.
Yeah, he actually was at the Weber with the Harry Sue and doing when they did the promo tour and had the people come to the Weber place in Illinois, I believe it was.
Yeah.
But Harry Sue loves his, so it's just one of those things. All right, Kent, you got a couple more questions, right?
Oh, I got more than a couple.
All right. Well, before you ask it, let me do a giveaway real quick for Uncle Steve, since we're halfway through.
Okay. You will not. You will try.
Days.
You will fail.
All right, guys. We are looking at the top chat on my deal here. All right. So whoever I see answer this question first will be the winner of Uncle Steve's Shake, which is right. I can never do this. Right here. That whole line.
I know it's backwards.
Yeah, it's screwing me up. So that's
he's got the bottles on one side and the flag on the other. So
yeah, that one. There you go.
You're getting it. He's almost there.
That stuff is for Uncle Steve. All right, stop putting freaking numbers in the chat. You guys are being out of control. All right. So if you guys are paying attention, they're not getting the little bottles.
No, I'm just showing all my Uncle Steve Shakes in the barbecue trailer, except for what I got from him yesterday. So.
This is what I'm rocking with right here.
Oh, nice. That's a good stash.
So anyway, all right. So Kiki said her favorite band. Who is Kiki's favorite band?
I like that question.
Justin Timberlake. I win. Oh,
Justin Timberlake. Woo. Stop it. Oh, Ramones. That's the big winner. Big
Who
Rob
won
D. Big Rob D. Rob, message me with your address, and we will get you some Uncle Steve shake. Big
Great
Rob
job,
D.
Rob. Me and Rob.
Rob was
Ramones fans.
listening up.
There you go. Hey, Blackstone buddies in the chat. What's up, Desiree? How you doing? Mike Montoya from 29 Palms. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you being here. Julie, I see you. What's going on? Missed the first 30 minutes. You got to tune in on time. All right, Uncle Steve, I'll send you his address. All right. Big Bag Maniacs in the chat. Justin, how you doing, brother? We were just talking about you. All right,
guilty.
Barbecue. Let's see. Walt Twins is in there. What's up, man? Sorry I reached out. No worries, man. We'll get you guys on. Don't worry. We got sort of twins on right now, even though they're not twins. They'll tell you they're not twins. But the Walt Twins are going to come on the show soon. GT, did I miss you? I missed you. What I saw first was Big Rob D. All right. So CJ was committed to a family thing. Oh, it's okay. Family is most important. Juan Gabriel. Okay, go ahead, man. Do your thing.
All right. Next one's more of a statement, and this comes from Keith Bettag, our official scorekeeper. He says, tell the girls I've been watching their videos, and they're doing some great stuff. So, and that's from Evansville, Indiana.
I am loving that statement. It's not a question, but I will take it. I love it.
Thank you so much. That makes us feel so happy. Maddie and I were just talking about that earlier. We've been at this for a very long time, and it's statements like that that have kept us going.
Yes.
Like sometimes when we're down, we hear stuff like that, and I'm not trying to be cliche, guys. That's 100% true.
It is true. Sometimes you hear some words of encouragement from people on a day that you need it most.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
That's just the same that we talk about all the time, that not every Thursday we want to come on here and do this. You know, we have real lives, real work, and all that stuff. But once we get started and we get chat, stop air quoting I got a real job. It doesn't need air quotes.
CJ caught that.
Oh, I could say work, look at you guys, and know that he's going work. So
he did it so subtly. He was
Even
like,
if it's just like one, he's doing it like so often.
No.
From now on, it's going to be down here.
Doing it now outside of this. We could be bullshit. I'm like, that work, whatever. I'm just
corrected him.
Papa Texas is in the house. What's up, PT? Jack's drink water. Kid needs a raise. Just saying.
Yes, thank you, Jax.
How much is 10% of zero? You get 10% raise, Kent. You're good. There it is. All right, ask your question. Questions, man.
All right. Next one's from Gary at GT's Barbecue. He wants to know, is Tom the turkey going to be safe for Thanksgiving this year?
That's a very good question.
People are watching the videos. People online, they are watching them. If you know Tom, they're watching the videos.
Yeah, so guys, Tom is off the table as far as barbecue goes. That bird is part of a family.
He is, but I gotta say, when Kiki first got him, I wanted him to be part of Thanksgiving dinner.
I feel
he
like
is a big bird. Okay?
He's a big man, and around every corner, Maddie's like, he screws up once, and Maddie's like, no, we're killing him. We're gonna eat him. We're gonna smoke him up good. I'm like, no.
He would taste delicious. He's massive.
He's my boy.
He is our boy now. He's our boy now.
Oh man, see, that's what happens when you name them. If you name them,
That's
it's
so
over.
true. Once you name it, there's no turning back.
We had that a couple years ago. My buddy Lance, I work with, and we got a young calf,
Oh no.
and my kids at the time, they were 12 and 9. And so they asked, Dad, are you going to name it? And I said, yep, we already did. And they said, what's his name? I said, Supper.
Dinner.
Well, that's why we got Tom. Originally, I got turkeys for that very intention, because since we have a farm, that's what I was thinking. But then, and that's why we named him Tom, because that's obviously just a male turkey.
But that little guy, if you guys have watched the videos, you know he has a personality on him. Okay, he does. He's by our side all the time when we're in the grill studio.
He's like a dog. We just put it.
He really is like a dog.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Kent, I took the shot but we didn't say anything. So the Dawgfatha's barbecue, you get another one on the house. Cheers, brother. I'm sorry. We didn't mean to ignore it.
Wait.
Does he get a big one? Does you taking it straight to the head? Are you getting Texas side in there?
What's happening?
Just wait.
He is from Texas, and sorry, Alton, if we ignored you.
Oh wow.
What is that, Roughneck?
No, we're at Cowboys.
Cowboys. Cheers.
Just below native Texan.
Everything is certainly bigger in Texas.
All right, so we were actually talking about Jim, and he sent us these. Okay, so here's the shot glass I use every week, right? Just normal shot glass. This is what they sent me from Texas.
Wow.
And
That
it
looks
says
like
on
a
the
water glass. That looks like what you would drink water.
that is a water glass. But when we get the big super shots, Kit goes nuts and uses the big one.
Well, again, like you guys said, it's part of the job. You don't like it, but you
We just do it.
part of it.
We do it for science, basically.
You guys
Well,
do it
since
for fun.
since we're on the subject of drinking and whatnot, I'm gonna piss off Kent real quick.
That'd be a first, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Let's see here. Who was it? Claudia McGuire, Mrs. Maggs. So Johnny Maggs, you guys just talked to him on Pit Life Barbecue. His wife. What is your favorite drink? Since we're talking about drinks.
That was his wife's question, because that's a good question too.
Yeah, it's his favorite. It's his wife. Yeah.
Okay, very good question. I am a craft beer girl through and through. I love trying new craft beers, and especially in the heat of Canadian summers, it's just so refreshing.
All right.
That's a good one. I'm gonna have to go with right now just a straight up vodka soda.
Yeah, that's
Vodka
very
soda?
refreshing too. That's very
A
refreshing.
little bit of lemon in there, a little bit of a mint. You know what I mean?
CJ's got you covered.
I got
you
vodka
covered.
for days. I'm not saying we drink a lot, but we may
drink
have
a lot.
We drink a lot.
That's cool, guys. That's cool.
I feel
Claudia
like everyone
said,
does more so in the summer because it's hot. You want
Yeah.
something refreshing.
while the sun is out, you drink clear liquor, and when the sun goes down, you have whiskey.
Oh,
That's
I've
how I
never,
get-
is that a rule? I've never heard that before.
Is that
but
good?
I feel like that makes sense.
It's my rule. I don't know.
He's
CJ,
from-
that's
hey.
good. I like it.
He's from
What?
California. Give him a break.
The California thing, I guess, whatever. All right. Post
well,
barbecue, another
I remember
Canadian.
that
What's up,
one.
buddy?
I have to apologize to Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue because he had that question in the chat already, but you sabotaged my chat again. What a dick.
See what I did? It's like passive aggressiveness. That's all it is.
So now we're going to go to Smoking Joe's other question. He wants to say, he asks, ladies, are you married? If not, too bad. He is. Sorry.
Good, because you know what? I
Good.
always wanted to know if Smoking Joe was married or not. That guy, I bet he's a catch. Okay.
Oh, he's a guy.
He's actually married. He's married to Pepe, his Yoder smoker.
He's Yoder. He's a Yoder, whatever. All right. So Josh and Babe, the Cooking Cock and Babe, they've actually, we hang out with them quite a bit, and says my fruity frozen drinks are awesome. I like a good fruity frozen drink. I'm not afraid to admit it, and because they're
No one
delicious.
can
And
deny
actually,
that.
I don't know why this thing happened where people were like big, strong men can't like a fruity drink.
Like
Yes,
a
you
good
can.
margarita with a lot of ice when it's hot out. Like who can deny that?
Little pineapple in there. What's wrong
Well,
with that?
We made frozen brosés. So
Ooh,
yeah, video down below. You can check it out. Anyway,
we will check it out. That sounds delicious.
it was actually very good. But you know, it's hot. You like slushy drinks. It is. I use
Yeah.
my Ninja blender. All right,
so
Kent,
true.
you're being a little punk right now. Go for it. Ask your questions.
I'm busy.
You're
I'm
busy hydrating.
Yes, I'm hydrating. It's very hot in Iowa today and humid. All right. Yes, it's Mario wants to know, what is your favorite Weber cooker?
Ooh, that's a hard one. That's
Mario.
really, really hard one.
Mario's putting us in the hot seat. Well, I'm gonna have to go back to what we said earlier, which is it's hard to choose a favorite when they each have their own specific purpose.
Yeah,
I
think
feel
it's more like during the week, what kind of grill do you like, as opposed to during the weekend when you have a little bit more time.
Yeah, like you want to do something fast, go for the smoke fire. You want to crack a brew, take your time. You want to get some charcoal.
Fire up the Weber Smoky Mountain.
Yeah, fire up the Summit Charcoal Grill.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what we like doing. But it is very, very hard. It's like,
it is. We always say there are grill babies. You can't pick which kid you like best, so we're not going to actually specify which grill we like best.
you can't. They would get offended.
They would. I feel like they would know. I don't want to tell them that.
I tell them which kid is my favorite. I mean,
see, we don't have kids, but I felt like that was frowned upon. I didn't know you were allowed to say that.
well, I told you before we have 5 kids, and one's a daughter. Like we only have one daughter, so she's our favorite daughter. Yeah, that's how we get around that.
That is very cute.
Fair enough.
That's allowed.
I'm getting so many comments in the chat from people about my drink choices. Cooking with CJ looks like a strawberry daiquiri kind of guy walking around saying yes, queen. Anyway, the jug has been thrown out there. The jug, if you haven't had the jug, that's the Dawgfatha and his wife Jean. It'll knock you on your ass straight up. It's like a huge margarita with like steroids. So it's a big deal. All right, Kitty. Yeah, it's great. There's a show. We did a hot seat when I was in Texas, and I had 3 or 4, drinks of it, and I had to stop on the third. Or, I think I couldn't 2. I poured a third and had to stop because I could not get coherent sentences out. It was
What the
bad.
heck was in there?
It just has everything in it. So
yeah. If you want to see a good cameo by a certain person in the chat, watch that hot seat with Alton, the Dawgfatha.
That was a good one.
Check it out. We definitely will check that out.
Yeah, and if you can tell me who it is before CJ
stop.
It was hilarious.
Ask some more questions. We're running low on time. We're almost at the hour, guys.
All right, Josh and Babe want to know, where did you ladies learn how to barbecue?
That's a good question.
That's guys, I have to say, we keep saying this to every question, but you guys are hitting us with some very good questions. That's one of our favorite ones, because then we get to talk about how much we love our mom, because our mom is the one that got us into barbecuing. She taught us. She was always the griller in our house when we were growing up, and I guess because we saw her doing it, we were like, well, we can do that too. And
yeah, ironically enough, our dad doesn't know anything about barbecue.
He does not, and he's fine with it. He admits it. He knows he's not allowed to touch ours. He's not allowed to touch our moms.
Yeah, no. So it's weird, but that's how we learned growing up. We're Italian, and food in our culture is so huge. Our mom was always at the grill. So.
Yeah. All right, Kent. Rapid fire, baby. Let's go.
All right. Cooking with James wants to know, is the slow and sear the best addition for a kettle? If not, what is?
I wouldn't say it is. I personally wouldn't say it is. I don't really get why people are so obsessed with those, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. We love the rotisserie. I love the rotisserie attachment.
Yeah, I would say,
too.
the most bang for your buck. You can do so much with the rotisserie attachment, and you can cram so much on there. Like, the versatility of the kettle it's so crazy how it's such a small little grill, but we keep coming back to it. Like,
exactly. You can do anything on that grill.
That's the grill we take on all our media tours. Ours are starting to fall apart because we've smashed them into my truck so many times.
Yeah, we really have. There's some chips in both of them. We have 2 spring green ones, and they've been beat up a little bit, but they always pump out delicious food for us still, no matter what.
But yeah, rotisserie. Sorry. Keep it going.
Right on. Hey, that's great. I love it. Alton said porchetta on the rotisserie. I've done it too with the rotisserie. There's nothing better.
Oh my goodness, a porchetta on the rotisserie. The smell, the whole neighborhood loves it.
Oh, insane. All right, Kent.
All right, next one comes from Chandler Lyles, our HR rep.
Chandler.
He wants to know if you can give him any Instagram tips.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Good job, Chandler.
Yep.
So,
All right, he can stay on the payroll.
Hey, just so you know, ladies, he's really not that smart. His wife probably gave him that question.
Probably.
Well, either way, Chandler or his wife. Good question.
Yeah, good question coming out of either, you guys.
We always say for Instagram, and I'm sure it's the same for YouTube. Make sure to value the community that you're a part of.
Yes.
And so we always tell people starting out, you can't just expect to put content out and have people just watch it and comment on your stuff and like your stuff.
Yeah, the whole point of it is to have fun, and at least to us, it's to connect with people.
Yes.
So like that's how, like CJ, you were saying, it's you make some of your best friends online. I don't care if people say that online relationships aren't real; they 100% are real.
Yeah,
Right.
Make sure you're supporting each other and taking an interest in what your friends are doing.
Yes.
Because over time, it's so true. It's like I don't know. We have way more online friends than we do real friends.
And then we've actually met many of the barbecue family members in real life. And it's so strange that when you meet in real life, you think it would be weird maybe at first, but it's literally like you do know them. You go in for the hug, maybe not in COVID times now, but you want to go in for the hug.
I still hug Kent, even with COVID. I bring him. It would be awkward. I'd lean in. I'd smell his neck a little bit or something. It'd be awkward. It'd be all right.
See, when I totally picture it differently. Because when I meet CJ, I'm going to swoop, do a fireman's carry, land on him, and then kiss his neck.
There you go. I'll take it.
How cute are you guys?
You guys have a solid plan.
I love that you both have a plan for when you meet. That is awesome.
So, does your travels ever take you to the U.S. or are you always in Canada?
We have been to the U.S. many times before, but we haven't actually gone into the U.S. like for work purposes. We would love to like hit some of the morning shows and the different television stations in the U.S., but that's definitely probably a couple months more down the line with all what's going on right now.
Right. All right, just wondering.
But we love the U.S.
Yeah. Get go for it, Bo.
All right, I got to throw this one in here quick since it's on the screen. It's from this big dork who interviewed you a couple weeks ago by the name of Johnny Maggs from Pit Life Barbecue.
Our barbecue brother.
All right. Other than the two of you, who is the second most famous from Oshawa?
Oh, he said, who is it?
He's setting it up.
No, wait, what is that? Who is it again? Remember he
The
talked.
hockey player.
Yeah, what is it? Bobby Orr.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bobby
Yeah.
Orr.
He was trying to.
Who is that guy again?
Johnny's like, yes, girl, standing ovation for that.
He was.
That's awesome.
He was trying to trick you, is what he was doing. Trust me.
No, our Oshawa knowledge.
Hey, so real quick, Smoking Joe keeps putting $5 super chats in there. And Joe, I see what you're doing, buddy. You're making me laugh, man. I want to start singing like you wouldn't believe, but I won't. So go for it, Kent. Ask another one, baby.
All right. Big Rome's Grill Masters Empire wants to know, do you guys have a PK grill? And if not, why not?
No.
A PK grill? No, we don't have that. No, we don't have a PK grill. And why not? I'm not sure. We always love welcoming new grills to our backyard.
Want to send us one?
That's
There you go.
that was going to be one of my questions. Do you have any other grills besides Weber?
We have some. We don't really grill on them anymore since we work with Weber.
Right.
But we have a lot of experience with other grills from our past.
Right.
And learning on different grills and stuff. But we're fortunate enough to work with a brand that we really value and we really stand behind.
Of course.
We're obviously biased, but we think that Weber grills are the best grills out there. So
You know what? We've asked this question a lot of times of a lot of barbecue channels is what would be one grill that you just absolutely have to have? And most everybody will say, if you want to do it all, a Weber Kettle will get you where you need to be. So
That's so true.
I think everybody would say that. So
Yeah, that we always tell it to people if they're just looking to get into grilling. We always suggest the Kettle because
Yeah,
it
the
is
price point, the
versatility.
Yeah, like you can do
Versatility,
anything
yeah.
on a Kettle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Smoke, hot and fast. We just love
Although
it.
one Weber grill we don't have that I want, the ranch, 100%.
Yes.
Like I want the ranch
You
so
could
bad.
sleep in that thing. It's so massive.
We both could. Have an inflatable bed in there.
go ahead.
You have to go. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not, but Justin from Baby Back Maniac, he has the Weber Ranch, and he has them baskets all the way over on this side, and on the other side he puts one single lonely little hot dog.
But
That's awesome.
but
Yeah.
it's a Wagyu hot dog.
Yeah, it's an A5 Wagyu hot dog that he injected and whatever else.
I like that. Gives it the royal treatment on the ranch.
It is one of the funniest ranch videos I've seen, and he alluded to Hobo Nichol BBQ in it because Kris had gotten one and put 10 or 12 dozen hot dogs on it.
Yeah, it was huge. It was huge.
Wow.
And still had room for a couple dozen more.
Justin's in there right now. He says, I have a ranch. I was doing laps in it this morning. Yeah, that thing's freaking huge, man.
It's
Yeah.
giant.
It
Yes.
is.
All right. Next one. You kind of alluded to this a little bit ago, but cooking with James. Have you ever cooked on an offset UDS pit barrel cooker, anything like that?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we've cooked with all of those. Like I said, we're kind of biased because we love Weber grills, but we do have a lot of experience with all those kinds of grills. We love Webers, guys.
Yeah.
There's only one way to say it.
It is what it is.
That's like me and my Chevy. It's like me and my Chevy.
Nice.
I won't drive a Ford. Sorry.
See, sometimes you just love a brand. We love what Weber stands for. They make incredible grills, and we just love them.
All right. On that note, this leads very nicely into the next question from Todd from Dad Incredible. It says Weber makes the best products. Why?
I think that's again fantastic question. But I think that Weber, they always say that they make their grills and they test their grills. They're made for grills by grillers.
Mhm.
So like they know the pitfalls of their own products and they improve them over the years. But however, the Kettle design has stayed pretty much the same since day one.
Exactly. I think if you can have a very pretty much identical design to when you started, you know that grill has started out amazing. It stood the test of time. There's no bells and whistles on that grill, and there doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that, again, unlike a lot of other newer girls that are coming out being like, it does this, it does that. Like we're like tried and true kind of girls. We're very classic, and we like things traditional.
Yeah.
All right, CJ, I got about 3 more. Do you
All
want
right,
me
well-
to do them, or you want me to hold off a little bit? What do you want to do?
We are coming right up on the hour. I told you I'd ask you guys if you're still good for a few more questions. If not, we're good to call it quits if you want.
Let's rock and roll with those last 3 questions, guys.
All right, Kenny, go for it, bub.
You're right. It's like it's been like 5 minutes.
I'm telling you.
All right, this comes from Brother James at Aim 'em and Claim 'em. He doesn't want to know ages because he's a gentleman. He just wants to know which one of you two are older.
Oh, I love that he's asking and he doesn't know because some people are like, you're older or you're older.
I always try to have people guess who they think is older, but then when they choose me, I get upset because I'm the younger one.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I like that he's not asking ages. He is a gentleman. He knows you don't ask a lady her age.
That's awesome.
Not more than once you don't anyway, I guarantee you that.
That is very true.
All right, Russell from Raspberry Rock, and you can each answer this individually unless your answer is the same.
I think,
Which one's it going to be?
say that again, buddy. You froze. See, that's what happens sometimes with live cooks. All right, so
He's back. He's back.
You're back? You good?
All right, I'm back. All right. The damn kid playing on the Xbox. I'm going to go down and beat his butt. All right. How far did we get into the question, or didn't we?
Didn't hear any of it, Ben.
All we heard is we can either ask.
Son of a bitch, he's frozen again. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ask you a question that I saw from the chat from BZ Cooks. Big Mike, he wants to know, what is your favorite Canadian holiday?
Our favorite what?
Canadian holiday.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to go with Thanksgiving.
I was going to pick that.
That's the best food holiday. It's okay to eat too much. There's always 10 million sides.
I love it.
I was going to say Thanksgiving too, and those are such good reasons.
And
oh, okay.
I will always give any excuse to reflect on what I'm thankful for. Miss America, right here, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was
What's your favorite date? June 26th.
I'm gonna end it off like that.
That's awesome. Hey, I love Thanksgiving. I do all the cooking on Thanksgiving. To me, it is straight up our Super Bowl. Any good cook, it's their Super Bowl for sure. So
it's so true. You start prepping a couple days in advance.
Yep. And then 30 minutes later, it's destroyed, and you wasted 2 days. And anyway,
but it's so satisfying, that feeling.
It is. All right, Kent, ask your question. Don't freeze up this time.
We will try. Russell Raspberry Rock. See, I think it's that Canadian thing makes me freeze up. I don't know.
Maybe.
Don't blame us.
I'm pretty sure we have a transplant in Florida, and we're probably at our Canadian limit. Might be the problem. Russell Raspberry Rock wants to know one superpower you each could have. Which one is it going to be?
Ooh,
that is so good.
That's a thinker.
I know. I feel like I don't want to just like blast something out. That one you gotta think about that.
And if you can only choose one, I've always wanted to fly. I'd be really interested in flying. You're in a traffic jam. You can just rise up and just get yourself home.
Okay, I like that. I got mine.
Okay, what's yours?
You're not listening to you. Sorry. Okay, I would want to be able to go invisible.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. And I said, you're a creep. Maddie wants to go look in people's windows.
You guys are telling me you wouldn't want to go do that. I would want to.
That's not creepy. Little perverted, but not creepy. It's fine.
No, you're not going away.
Oh, come on. Listen.
That's gross.
All right, let's get off that subject. If people will start getting weird in the chat. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put a comment up. We got a super chat from Justin, Baby Back Maniac, supporting the effort. Thank you guys, Maddie and Kiki. You two are incredibly charming. I'm glad they had you on with meeting us. Best of luck in your YouTube adventures. So, thank you, Justin. You're the best. We love you, buddy.
Justin,
you have a great first name.
Sweet. That is very, very sweet of you to say. That means a lot coming from you. And we were so. CJ asked us to come on. Basic, yeah. Let's all do a little.
Thank you so much,
guys.
Justin. I was waiting to cheers me.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
But yeah, we were so grateful when CJ asked us to come on. This was like a month ago too. This was when we just basically got started, and we've been counting down the days. He asked us this week if we were still up. We were up for it. We were like, yeah, we were so looking forward to it.
That's awesome. All right, Kent, go for it, bud.
All right. Big Rome wants to know, out of all your cookers, which one do you use the most?
Right now, currently, we're cooking a lot on the smoke fire because it's new. They want us to do a lot of work with it to figure out where it can be improved on, test it, that kind of thing. But before that, we were always cooking on the kettle.
Yeah, even we have so many different grills and some really, really fancy grills. But before testing a smoke fire as we are right now, we were always on the kettle.
I don't know about you guys, but when you get a new grill, do you just sometimes, I don't even want to say this because it's kind of mean, but do you kind of forget about your other grills for a little bit? Because whenever we get a new one, we get obsessed with it and we just want to cook on it and you forget the other ones for a little bit, but then you come back to them. You always come back to all of them.
It's true.
I agree.
Okay, we're not the only ones.
Well, my problem is I have a whole hog cooker sitting in my shop out at work, and I'm just itching to use it. And in about 2 weeks, I'm going to be able to finally use the rotisserie.
Yes.
Part. I can put a 240-pound whole hog in there. And I guarantee you what, when I meet up with CJ in Vegas, if I could tow that bad boy behind the plane out there, I'd take it.
Vegas,
So.
baby. Vegas.
So awesome. Nothing beats whole hog. When you do a whole hog, that's one of the most satisfying cooks.
Yep,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah. Definitely. I'm actually going to reserve a special pan once I chop up the whole hog. And there's a special sauce I'm going to put on it. And I'm going to save it until I meet CJ. And that's the remaining part of my bottle of Piff sauce.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Phil and Florence barbecue sauce. Rest in peace, Piff. All right, ask you another question, baby.
All right. Oh, see, that's funny whatsoever. All right. Last one I have wrote down for now. Bill, Chicken Fried Barbecue, wants to know, ladies, what is your favorite charcoal to use?
Well, we love the Weber briquettes.
Yeah, we do love the briquettes. It's hard to answer that with. We've cooked on a whole different types of charcoal, like briquettes. We've used before Weber. We were cooking a lot with. Do you remember those olive pit briquettes?
Yes, but those are still briquettes because we love briquettes. We love lump. Obviously, that's great for those hot cooks. But briquettes they're so reliable. You can just like set them there. You can always just rely on them. That's why we love them.
Perfect.
Hey, ask
I got two more. You're too late.
Ask Jeans.
I will.
All right.
Stay out of my chat.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
All right.
Look at CJ.
So first, before we ask Mrs. Dawgfatha Jean's question, Russell snuck one in, and I think this might go well, or it could be a bloodbath.
Great.
Oh, I think I know it. I feel like I can predict what question's gonna be here.
What is it?
Is it who's the better griller?
Well, it said who's the better cook. So go
I
go
knew
for
it.
it.
People love asking that.
Yeah, that's what we get a lot.
But we can't say, guys. We honestly can't say. When we both, I feel like it's like an even playing field.
Yeah, we both have our different strengths in the kitchen, strengths in the grill. We work together. We're best friends. We're together 24/7. I feel like sometimes Maddie's hands are an extension of my hands.
Literally, in the kitchen, it's just like a perfect harmony of like we just work so well together.
When we've done competitions, sometimes what I'm thinking Maddie's already doing. So it's like we're very fluid. So I honestly can't say.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Very
So
cool.
you have that twin connection mentally, even though you're not twins.
Absolutely.
We totally do. I don't know. I have no clue what our parents did to make us have that because people always ask us, why are we so close? How did we get to be so close? We can't even say, it's just in us.
Have you been this close all through growing up and all that?
Forever. Yeah. We've been inseparable forever. I actually went to Maddie's prom, and because since I'm 2 years younger than Maddie,
Right.
and I went to her prom, and we got voted best friends, but we couldn't win the award because I wasn't in the grade.
Nice.
So I wasn't in grade 12, so they were like, "Wait a second, like Kiki's not even in this grade.
We got disqualified because of that.
But we've
Yeah.
been in this close forever."
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. Here comes Jean's question. Do you feel that coming into a male-dominated hobby that you had to prove yourselves more?
Absolutely.
100%.
I feel like daily we still have to. I feel like sometimes people say you're only as good as your last cook, and I feel like as women in this industry, that rings true for us even more. I would say.
With that being said, though, also, yeah, we've had to prove ourselves years and years, but For the most part, I feel like this is the right time now because the community is very welcoming, and there are so many women getting into grilling now, which is so amazing. When we first started, it wasn't that way. So now that more women are starting to get involved, that's music to our ears.
And what we're noticing is, like, for the most part, men are so welcoming of us. Once they realize that we do know what we're talking about, then it's like instantly like, okay, well, they just know barbecue. It doesn't matter if we're women.
Who cares if you're a woman or a man?
Right. You put out good food, people know the difference straight up.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
What? What was that?
How many more questions you want me to ask? I got a list right now.
Let's do a couple more. Let's do 2 more.
Make them good. 2 more.
Make them good, Kent. Make them. You're keeping them late. They're keeping them late.
Okay.
Jammies.
Hey, so are we. So are we.
All right. And Keith Bettag wants to know, instead of grilling, do you ever get in the kitchen and make Italian food?
Make Italian food?
Yeah.
We do. There's always a grilling component in everything that we do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go.
Even things that traditional Italian food that's not made on the grill, we've adapted a lot of the foods that we love to have a grilling component because we love that smoke flavor. So even when we are in the kitchen, we very rarely are not running outside for something.
It's about the flavor, but it's also about being outside. Like, you guys know, up in Canada, we get crazy winters, and that does not keep us inside. We still brave the cold to get out there because it's just something about making food outside, eating food outside. It just tastes better. It's fun.
Inside's boring.
Yeah. Oh my, totally.
I love it. That's funny.
All right.
Pajama party after the show.
Next one comes from Lewis at Our Shack Barbecue. He's up in Washington State and wants to know, will Weber release their lump charcoal here in the States?
That's a question that unfortunately we can't answer. We're not privy to that information, unfortunately.
I wish we knew.
If we had the answers, we would love to tell you guys, but we don't know. We don't get told that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Wow, that's a bunch of crap.
I know.
I feel the same. Hey, I feel the same way about Ninja Kitchen. You know, people ask me all the time what's coming out next with the Ninja Foodies, and I'm like, listen, I can't tell you.
I'll be the last one to know.
That's fine. Anyway, all right, you got one more, dude.
I got about 3 or 4 more.
Christ.
Well, hey, don't blame me. Blame your viewers in the chat. I'm not even watching your channel, so shut up.
Dude, watching my channel or their channel? You should be watching their channel.
I'm watching theirs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why would I want to look at your mug? I get to see it at least once a week. All right, Paul's Q. He's another one of our Canadians watching.
We got a lot of Canadians.
That's awesome.
Wanting to know if Paulie has done a lot of Pit Boss pellet cooks. I know he has a WSM. I think he just got a Summit also recently.
Very nice.
But he put a question in earlier asking if you guys would be willing to meet up to do a cook together. And then the second part is he says, can you put in a good word for him so he can, with Weber, so he can get a job?
Everybody wants to be in.
Once COVID is over, we are totally open to meeting up with people.
That's why we have the grill studio. We love cooking with people. It's so awesome when you can come together and actually grill together. That is such a next level experience.
Yes.
And we definitely will put in a good word for him.
Paul's a good guy. We used to do the Hangouts, Chef Johnny, Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Paulie, a bunch of us late on Friday, Saturday nights hanging out and just, shooting the breeze,
Yep.
So he's a good guy. All right, Jimmy Q wants to know KFC or Swiss Chalet?
I would say KFC all day. It's that crunchy skin.
Is that even a question?
I know. Fried chicken, come on.
I've never heard of Swiss Chalet.
Neither have I.
Swiss chalet is known for rotisserie chicken, which is also delicious, but there's just something about crunching in.
They don't have Swiss chalet.
No, they don't.
No.
You guys don't know what Swiss chalet is? That's crazy.
All right, I got. Since Dutch, that was your last question, right?
Nope.
Fuck. Go ahead. Hurry up.
Okay, now I think our friend down in Texas, our Papa down in Texas, is trying to get me in trouble here. But he's the one asking it, so don't kill the messenger.
Oh my God! Don't ask.
What year did you each graduate high school?
Hey.
That's a sneaky way.
No. I have to look at a yearbook. Do you guys want to? Do you just want to know how old we are?
Yeah, I feel like you're rude.
I think
I'm not
you're trying to be sneaky. No, stop. Don't. No. All right. One more question.
Okay.
I assume coming from Dutch. I don't know. Dutch, you got any more?
Nope, done.
All right, cool. Last question for me then. Tim Hortons or Starbucks?
Ooh, that's okay. Seriously, that is a good one too, because that's a stumper. I feel like we're hard on that one.
I don't think that's that hard. Tim Hortons is in our blood. I don't think
it's
we go Starbucks.
It's a Canadian thing, but Starbucks also has those frappuccinos.
Yeah, but who cares? They're sugary garbage. Timbits,
True.
double doubles. That's
But what
part of who we are.
What about sous vide egg bites or like the chicken sausage sandwiches? I mean,
You're telling me
Starbucks.
those are really sous vide.
Starbucks is
I
awesome.
never understood that.
No.
All right.
I like them both, but Kiki's right. I feel like Tim Hortons is the right answer on that one.
Okay. What about Tim Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts for all my East Coasters?
That is okay. We have never had Dunkin' Donuts before. I would love to have Dunkin' Donuts. Isn't there a thing America runs on Dunkin'?
I think so.
Yeah.
That is such a good slogan. I
Guys,
love it.
You guys have to know too. Up in Canada, we get so much of your advertisements.
We are obsessed
right.
with American fast food.
Because every time you watch movies on TV, all the commercials are of the American fast food chain. So we're like, oh, we got to go to Perkins. We got to go to Sonic.
Fine, yeah.
We don't know what these places are.
Yeah, I can just dream.
We were on the East Coast. We did a bunch of New England states earlier this year, and every corner there was a Dunkin' Donuts, like everywhere. So I thought they traveled up into Canada too. But
I wish.
Is it so good?
Uncle Steve said, who our sponsor, says he ships to Canada. Would you like to try some of his shake?
Yes.
All right, Uncle
How
Steve.
is it a question? Okay, of course. The answer is of course. Thank you.
Right.
Look a Canadian girl.
Yes.
There you go, Uncle Steve. Guys, I had your address because I sent you guys stickers and all that, but with the little virus thing that happened today, cleared out everything in my Instagram. So send me your guys' address again, and I'll get it to Uncle Steve, and he'll get you guys some shake for sure.
Okay, thank you, Uncle Steve. That's
Steve.
so sweet of you.
Unky Steve.
Uncle Steve. Joe said, ask my final question. Usually I ask, who would you like to see on the hot seat? But are you guys familiar enough with other YouTubers you'd like to see on the hot seat?
Does it have to be a YouTuber?
No, not at all. As long as there's some kind of cooking creator, usually that's what I talk with.
I'd say, I know that's a good question. I'm trying to think because there's a lot of people in this group who's tuned in right now. I feel like I'm recognizing many of the names, and many of those people probably have already been on.
Has Pickles Barbecue been on?
Yeah, I was.
No, don't ask.
Oh, that's hilarious. I hope he's still tuned in.
What?
Pickles, exactly. Pickles is a great guy. We love Pickles. Him and his wife are awesome people. But Pickles has a tendency to
go off the rails.
Yeah, he takes his own path. Pickles has his own path. So every question I asked during the show, he'd answer, and I just said every question because it took that long. So
okay,
it was awesome. Anyway,
right, Pickles,
no Pickles.
Never mind that.
Pickles will come on again, I guarantee it.
Has
But
Smoking Joe been on?
Smoking Joe's been. Everybody in the chat more than likely has been on.
Then, I don't know because those are our new YouTube friends too.
Oh,
so
we just started following that the Cop and Babe. Have they been on?
They were our second guest ever.
Oh, that's so cool.
Actually, Josh and Bethany. Josh is the Cop. Bethany is Babe. They're good friends. They're in Southern California with us. We've hung out. They've been to our house. We've been to their house. We've gone to Vegas together. Great people for sure.
They seem nice.
Maybe I need. Oh, Josh just put in there. Maybe I just need Babe on. All right, we'll get Bethany on. Josh, you have to stay at home. So.
You guys have already had on some awesome people, so I don't know what we could suggest. You guys pick great guests.
Johnny, A View to a Grill. I've been telling you to get at me. I don't know. You come on. I'll mark you down, Johnny. Get going. Anybody wants to come on, there's no prerequisite. You just gotta talk to me.
There will be one prerequisite if we have Bethany on by herself.
Josh can't be in the room at all.
No, she has to be in Reading.
Oh, she has to be. Well, I think she moved SoCal full time.
Shit, there went that idea.
Anyway.
Well, anyone who's tuning in right now who is thinking about wanting to ask CJ if he can come on, if they can come on, you guys got to ask because this has been so much fun.
Yes,
we're
thank
so
you guys
glad
so much.
that they asked us. You guys have been awesome, Ken. It was so great to meet you too. You guys have such a nice dynamic together.
That's what you want to call it.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, so Kent, why don't you say goodbye to the people?
All right. Carrie, VA chick off-road, but I missed a couple of her questions. Carrie, I'm sorry. I apologize. The chat is scrolling like crazy with these ladies tonight. So, ladies, Maddie, Kiki, great job. You guys killed it. Thank you for coming on. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for having us. This is awesome.
It's been so much fun. I'm not just saying this. Fantastic question.
Very, very good question.
A lot of stumpers. A lot of stumpers.
That's awesome. Guys, you were awesome. We love talking to you. I knew you guys would be a hit on the show from the jump. Anytime you guys want to come back on, reach out. We'll get it going again. Anytime you guys make it to the States, we'll do some grilling together. You know, you guys are more than welcome anytime. Thank you again for being on. I really do appreciate it. Hang tight where you're at. Let me close this bad boy up, and then we'll. Oh, you're gonna do a shot for the ladies? What a sweetheart! Look at that. All right. What a sweetheart. Look at you. Look at you. All right. So thanks to our new show sponsor, Uncle Steve Shake, and thank you for the giveaways and all that good stuff, Steve. You're the man. We love you. Again, prayers to the daughter. Guys, if you want the after show, shoot me a message. I'll put the link in the chat. Anyway, next week's guest is TD's Brewing Q. Old TD is doing some awesome stuff in New Mexico, so we're looking forward to talking to him. And again, Uncle Steve will be doing a giveaway during that show, so it'll be good stuff. Thank you you guys for being here. Thank you for everybody being in the chat. Thank you for the super shots. Kent, you did an adequate job again. I appreciate it.